Hello friends, welcome back in the YouTube channel English EdTech. Today we are going to learn a very popular and favorite poem of children of all ages. The name of the poem is The Twins and it is written by Henry Sambrooke Leigh. Let us know some important facts of the poet Henry Sambrooke Leigh. Henry Sambrooke Leigh was a writer and playwright. He was born in London on 29th March 1837. At an early age, he engaged in literary pursuits. He was known for his lyric writing and tuneful singing of humorous songs, and for a number of translations of French operas into English. Look at his literary contribution. In the year 1869, he wrote a collection of poems called Carols of Cocaine. In the year 1871, Guillot and Goosey Quill. Then his third popular writing is The Town Garland. In the year 1878, he wrote a collection of lyrics. In 1882, he wrote two famous books. One is Strands from the Strand and the another is Trifles in Verse. His sense of humor was evident in some of his work, most notably in the poem The Twins, which became a favorite of children of all ages. Its jaunty message and easy to read, flowing structure made this poem one of the most popular poems in English literature. Let's read the poem first. In form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother that folks got taking me for him and each for one another. It puzzled all our kith and kin, it reached a fearful pitch. For one of us was born a twin, yet not a soul knew which. One day, to make the matter worse, before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And thus, you see, by fate's decree, or rather nurse's whim, my brother John got christened me, and I got christened him. This fatal likeness even dodged my footsteps when at school, and I was always getting flogged, for John turned out a fool. I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew. What would you do if you were me, to prove that you were you? Our close resemblance turned the tide of my domestic life, for somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. In fact, year after year the same absurd mistakes went on, and when I died, the neighbors came and buried brother John. The Twins is a humorous poem of twin brothers. The poet had used the figure of speech hyperbole in this poem to create humorous effect. One of the twins is the speaker of this poem. In this poem, the speaker or narrator tells what difficulties the identical twins faced due to similarity, due to resemblance. The poet expressed it in a very funny way. One of the twins, who is the narrator or speaker of the poem, describes how he faced difficulties from birth to throughout his life because of similarity. Let's understand the first stanza. In form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother that folks got taking me for him and each for one another. It puzzled all our kith and kin. It reached a fearful pitch, for one of us was born a twin, yet not a soul knew which. The speaker says that both of them are so alike in their appearance and small movements. This resemblance may be fun for other people, but for the speaker it was quite troublesome. Due to the similarity, the people always make mistake one for the other. Their relatives and friends were confused about deciding who the narrator is and who his brother is. This is how the confusion reached to its height, and no one of them was sure which of them is the narrator and the other is his brother. Second stanza. One day, to make the matter worse, before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And thus you see, by fate's decree, or rather nurse's whim, my brother John got christened me, and I got christened him. Christening means naming ceremony of newborn Christian child or children. Poet says, at the time of naming ceremony, the matter became worse. When they were being washed by the nurse mixed up them. So maybe nurse mistake, or maybe due to luck, or means destiny's decision, the narrator, they both got exchanged, and the name John intended for the narrator was given to his brother, and the narrator got the name which was supposed to get his brother. Now look at the third stanza. This fatal likeness even dodged my footsteps when at school, and I was always getting flogged, for John turned out a fool. I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew. What would you do if you were me, to prove that you were you? The speaker, the narrator, further tells that their deadly likeness followed both of them throughout their lives like a shadow. At school, the narrator got punishment for his brother's mistakes and mischiefs. Due to this, the narrator became restless, and he asks a question to all known people what he would do to prove the self-identity if he were in the narrator's place. He keeps asking this unanswerable question to everyone. Now look at the fourth stanza. Our close resemblance turned the tide of my domestic life, for somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. In fact, year after year the same absurd mistakes went on, and when I died, the neighbors came and buried Brother John. The narrator says that due to this close resemblance, his domestic life also gets affected. The narrator's would-be wife became his brother's wife. Throughout life, the same foolish and senseless mistakes went on, and due to likeness, when the narrator died, people were confused at exactly who died, narrator or his brother. The neighbors came and they buried John. This poem is one of the most humorous poems in English literature, isn't it? Dear students, please go through this mind map of Key's method. You will get some important aspects of the poem through this mind map. Dear students, here is one more mind map of the appreciation of this poem, which will be beneficial for your exam preparation. Dear students, do you find this video useful? Thank you very much for watching. Let's meet in the next video. Happy learning!